In the second game, I'm putting things into groups, the group of ambassadors that are assigned and the group that are not assigned. And I've left my blanks as sort of up-down blanks, so I can say at the top of each blank is the name of the ambassador. Underneath each blank is going to be the country that they're assigned to. Either Kanye or no, I know it says Kane, but I can't read it as anything else but Kanye. Either K or N is assigned, but not both of them, so one of them is assigned, the other one is not assigned. They're never together. If J is, so is yay. If O is at V, then Kanye is not at Yemen. And so if Kanye is at Yemen, then O is not at V. Which, by the way, doesn't mean that O is not assigned. It just means she's not assigned to Venezuela. And finally, if Landon is assigned at all, it's to Zambia. Okay. Could be the assignment of the ambassadors in answer choice A. The rule is clear. If you got J, you also have to have K. Get rid of answer choice A. B doesn't break any rules. It is our answer, but answer choice C. If L is assigned, she's at Zambia, not, where is she at? Venezuela. In answer choice D, you can't have K and N both assigned. And in answer choice E, if O is at Venezuela, then you can't have Kanye at Yemen. So get rid of E. Question 8, the pair of candidates who are not assigned could be J and N. There's no problem with that. Look, J and N are not assigned. That means everybody else is, K, O, L. If L's assigned, then she's Zambia. If O is at Venezuela, then K can't be Yemen. So let's not make this, we can't make this Venezuela and Yemen. We can make this Yemen and Venezuela. And now we don't have any problem. All right. Question 9. If Ong is ambassador to Venezuela, so Ong is Venezuela, and now the other two ambassadors could be, well, is there any problem with having L and N? Let's see. That leaves out K. That leaves out J. L is at Zambia. N then would have to be Yemen, and let's check our rules. K and N are split. We don't have K, so we don't have J. O is at V, so K is not at Yemen, and L is at Zambia. This follows our rules, it's not a problem. Any of these others, though, is going to run into a problem. Like, for example, answer choice C. If O is Venezuela, and then can you have Kanye and Landon? Landon has to be at Zambia. That would mean Kanye is at Yemen, and that's not going to work. If O's at Venezuela, Kane is not at Yemen. So, just as an example, right? I mean, that's what happens when you run into any of these other answer choices. They're going to break rules. Question 10. If Kanye is assigned as ambassador to Yemen, what has to be true? Now, we still have somebody at Venezuela, and we have somebody at Zambia. And Nowitzki is out. Here's how I'm thinking about it. L, Lois Lane, whatever her name is, Landon. Landon is either here at Zambia or Landon's altogether out. Now, if Landon's in, then we can, narrow things down. Since Kanye is at Yemen, O is not at Venezuela, so O is out, and J is here. If, on the other hand, L is out, everybody else is in, and Kanye is at Yemen, so O is not at Venezuela, O is here, which means J is at Venezuela. Either way, J is at Venezuela. Question 11, what cannot be true? Look, how are you going to have N as ambassador to Zambia? That means K is out, right? And since N is Zambia, L is out. And now J and O have to be in. And if J is in, K is in. What are you doing? We can't do this. This won't work. And that leaves only question 12. And I'm going to first clean up my board a little to give myself some room to write. And now we can talk about what's going on. The right answer to this question is going to be something that means exactly the same as this rule. So in the right answer, if the right answer is true, this rule will be true. And every time this rule is true, the right answer will be true. And every time this rule, no, that's all I need to say. I was going to go around in a circle again. But every time the right answer is true, this rule will be true. Every time this rule is true, the right answer will be true. They're the same, in other words. They mean the same thing as each other. And look how answer choice D means the same thing as this. If D is true and you can't have J and N both assigned together, then either you have J and not N, and if you don't have N, you must have K, in which case you follow this. Or you have N and not J, and N means no K, and you follow this. Or you don't have N and J together. That doesn't mean that you can't have them both off, in which case we once again haven't broken this. Nothing told me that if Kanye was selected, Jamarillo had to be. I'm sorry, Jamarillo had to be. So no matter what we do, if we follow the rule in answer choice D, we're going to end up following this rule. You know, either J is in and K is also, or J is out and we don't care where K is. Conversely, if we're to follow this rule, and if you've got J, then you've got K. If we've got J, we've got K. K kicks out N. Look, we end up following rule D. J and N are not both assigned. And that is how that works. The right answer to the substitution question is true every time the old rule is true. And every time the right answer is true, the old rule ends up being true. They mean the same thing as each other. And that's the second game. So here's the deal with these free videos. They're intended to serve a very narrow purpose. For those times when you're wondering, why is that the right answer? You can just come here for a complete library and find out why it was the right answer. And I hope that you'll find that it was very instructive. Of course, the other part of the deal is that since LSAC publishes all of their tests along with test keys, that means that there's no barrier to entry for test prep. And you can hear the air quotes, I hope. Anybody can, and lots of people have, set up shop and call themselves test prep companies, and they've got the questions, they've got the answer keys, and they just try to explain to you why the right answer is right. And then they charge you money for it? That is wrong. I want to put a stop to it. I want to sweep the legs right out from under them. It is bad for you. It's bad for me too. So if you want to know what the right answer is and why the right answer is right, I want you to be able to come here and find it out for free without paying anybody for it. That's very different from what I do in the paid course. What I think has value about what I do is that I can tell you ahead of time what every question wants from you, what to expect from the right answer, how to formulate a right answer, and then how you can expect wrong answers to sound, so that you know before you ever open up a test book exactly what to expect. And all the practice videos that are part of the paid course are just me putting that theory into practice. It's just the rubber meeting the road. In other words, I'm going to show you, based on what we've done before, how we're going to react when it comes up next time. And that bit, knowing what to do the next time you see something, that I think is worth paying for. And if you agree, I'd love to have you in the course. And if not, that's fine too. Don't pay anybody to explain why right answers are right. Just watch these for free. Enjoy.